That's it into a fish. There we go. We're on. Oh dear. They're mental, these fish, aren't they? I think that's going to have another run, that one. Yeah, it is. They are nuts. And here we go, guys. This is why I like to keep the mackerel rod over. Bloody hell. What the hell? Hello guys, welcome back. Well, I'll be honest with you, I have been out working my butt off all day long trying to catch some good fish for you guys, and it's been a game of two halves really. I started off doing a bit of drift fishing on the light action spinning gear, hit a few wrecks, caught some really nice pollock, literally one adrift. Did about 3 or 4 drifts, and then thought I would go and put the anchor down and hit it off there, but I've absolutely struggled my arse off. So I thought what I'll do is I'll cut the video in half and just give you a little bonus midweek session where I'm just going to show you the fish that I've caught. No one wants to see an anchored up doggy fest, and that's what it's been. So sit back and enjoy. There's a few pollock caught on the light action gear, and also a real spectacle, which is a mass of dolphins feeding on bait fish and hitting them with their tail. I'll show you that as well. I've got that on film, and it is a fantastic sight to behold. But as far as the anchor fishing is concerned, it's been dog, and so there's no point in showing you that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy. Sit back and have a watch. Right, here we are. First stop off of the day. Very little to no tide at the moment. So as you can see, I'm sure anyone who's watched me regularly will know, I've plumped for the little lightweight spinning gear. Nice little 60 gram joker jig. And here we go. Well, I just had something have a go at it there. Just had a bit of a hit. Just trying to drop it down back to the bottom. Something whacked hold of it, and then I dropped it straight away. It felt pretty solid. I'm just coming up and over the wreck now. There we go, fish on. We're in. It's hanging on, and away it goes. Well, there we go. That hasn't taken long at all, has it? This is the first drift of the morning, and we're straight into some action on this little lightweight spinning rod. Almost certainly a pollock. Good to get a fish or two under your belt. I've got the little Candy King coloured Joker Mayhem on. I can see it down there, just coming up through the depths, and there we go. Lovely start. Thrashing away. For everybody that says you don't hook these fish fair and square on these jigs, have a look at that. That's caught dead in the top lip, so you're wrong. You do catch them fair and square regularly. Here we go. First fish of the morning. Have a look at that in the nice sunshine. Beautiful. Lovely little pollock. Right guys, here we go. Second wreck of the morning. It's now 6:10. So we are just going to have a few bounces here, as I said, and then we'll head onward to the Yellowstone. You may think I'm a little bit bonkers just bouncing from one wreck to another and spending little time there. I mean, this is only now my 4th drop down of the day. The first wreck I caught fish on, as you saw, on literally the first proper drift, but my plan is not to hang around on the wrecks bagging up on pollock all morning. What I want to do is just dance around, see if I can ideally find a few bass on the wrecks, and you're definitely not going to win over too many bass if you're smashing the pollock left, right and centre. I also want to get some bait in for later on, so I can drop the anchor down as well. So we've got a full plan going on. I think we're into something. We are. I reckon this could well be a pouting. It is a pouting. I'm going to keep hold of that one. That'll go in my lobster pots at the end of the day. Well, we're just jigging the mackerel feathers still. And what do we have on here? I reckon this could well be pollock, or it could well be hopefully it's mackerel. It is mackerel. No, it's pollock and mackerel. There we go. Now surely this one's a mackerel. Yes, they are. Excellent, and they're really good sized mackerel too. Beautiful. That's good. And this is the lure here, look. There you go. 60 gram Joker Mayhem. I call it cotton candy colour. I don't know what they call it. Matt from Joker's Lures, I'm sure, will maybe put a little tag up in the comments to tell us what colour it is. But yeah, by my reckoning, cotton candy, Joker Mayhem, bosh. Okay, here we go guys. So this here is spot number 4, wreck number 3. It is now 7:30 in the morning. I'm going down with the trusty Old Faithful lightweight rod to start with. And let's see what we can do. We're in straight away. As soon as it's hit bottom, we're into something. I'll just bump that off. Now that's a shame, because I have no idea what that was there, and that's before I've even got to the wreck. We're in again. There we go. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Now I'm not showing up anything on the sounder, and that's before we've even got to the wreck. 2 little drops down with this little jig. We've had 2 thumps straight away. I'm going to slacken off on the clutch a little with this one because I'm not quite sure what I've got. I've got a feeling it's a pollock. It feels nice and solid. It's definitely not a pouting, that's for sure. Doesn't feel like too bad a fish. Let's see what we're into. As I say, this is the 4th stop of the day, 3rd wreck. I think it's certainly a pollock. It is a pollock. There we go. A feisty, nice pollock. There we go. Straight away. And have a look in the water there, the sprats they're spitting out. Let's just chin this out. So this will be the 2nd pollock in the box that we have. We're gonna have a drop down quickly. I'm not even on the wreck yet. There looks like a pop boat behind us. Just want to get that down as quick as possible. There's a hell of a lot of fish showing on top of this area here. As I'm even getting towards the wreck, we're not even on the wreck. I think we're absolutely going to have a field down the pollock on this wreck, but I'll probably do a few drifts and then I'll head off to a different spot, I reckon, because this is not really what I'm looking to do. I don't want to fill the box up with pollock today. Nice couple of them to take some fresh fillets off. Okay, we're down. That's it, into a fish. There we go, we're on. Oh dear, they're mental, these fish, aren't they? I think that's going to have another run, that one. Yeah, it is. They are nuts. This one feels solid. It's a lump. I'll be lucky to catch this one on this light gear. Come on, see it my way. He's going to go again. Off he goes. It is real good fun. There's no doubt about that. And this one is an animal. And this is on this little 60-gram Joker Mayhem lure. I've not made any headway on it at the moment. And back down he goes again. There's not really much I can do with this one. Yeah, I think we're attached to a pretty decent fish here, a fighting fit pollock that's going ballistic. Well, we arrived at this wreck at 7:30. It's 7:36 and this is the second fish we've hooked into, as you've seen. And this one, as I say, feels like a really good one. It's giving me a lovely scrap. This wreck here seems to be absolutely laden with pollock. And Yeah, it's a real beast, this one. Very nice fish. Just teasing it to the boat, really. It's you're in it for the long haul. When you're into a big fish on light tackle, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You've just got to take your time. If you try to pull their head off, you're just gonna come unstuck. We must be nearly there now. Solid old fish, this one. It's coming under the boat. It's right under the boat. In fact, it's taken me through the prop. So there it goes. We've got it there. And we're in. We've got it. Wow. Now that was a little bit hairy at the end. It took me right under the boat and took me around the prop. And yeah, but that is a lump of a fish, really. To be fair, for the little spinning rod, that's a tank. There we go, guys. 12 pound of absolute supreme muscle caught on the lightweight spinning rod, 60 gram Joker Mayhem. And yeah, there you go. This one's going to go in the pot. That's 3 I have for the pot now. That's enough for me. I'm going to move away from this wreck now. I've done one drift. Probably have a little look back over it at the front just to see if there's any bass hanging around. But I'm going to head to another wreck, have a look on that wreck, see if there are any bass there, and then I'm going to head off and do a bit of bait fishing. So you might think I'm mad. I've done a drift on a wreck, caught a pollock, done a drift on this wreck. One drift had 2 pollock, including this really nice one, and I'm doing one again, but I'm really not looking to empty the sea of pollock today. I'm looking to have a nice mixed day and keep moving. So off we go again. Time now 7:45. We turned up here at 7:30, caught the fish. It took me 5 minutes to bring it in. I've messed about weighing it and whatnot, and yeah, we shall move on again. Okay guys, well, I bumped into one of our followers of the channel the other day, lovely guy named Paul and his missus, and they'd asked me just if I could to do a very brief segment on the electronics that I use and how I go about finding wrecks, etc., and fish wrecks effectively. I'm going to do a very quick 1 minute run through of what I use and how I go about using it. So first and foremost, hi Paul, thanks for watching. I use the Raymarine Element 9 HV. That's 9-inch screen. The Raymarine Element is the model. The actual, that's a chart plotter fish finder. I've got a Navionics card, Navionics Platinum Plus, which has relief shading overlays also, and that is absolutely crucial, and that's a major reason why I purchased and got put in the Raymarine element, because it has that capability of using the Navionics Platinum. And the reason for that is relief shading is essential, in my opinion. If you've got a good enough electronics, you may as well go relief shading to be able to find wrecks effectively and to be able to fish them effectively. Everybody that's familiar with it, and then most of you are going to be, but some people are not, so just running through it, the relief shading gives you an absolute picture of the bottom. You can see there on the left hand side, that is a wreck. We're just coming up over the wreck. If you see the yellow lines, you'll see that's my drift lines. My first drift was I headed straight for the centre of the wreck, and I've just seen where I've drifted off to. Then I've brought it back around again. I've done one drift and had a fish. I'm just doing this drift now, which is wasting the drift really, but I just want to explain it. You can see we're heading across the wreck, following the yellow lines. That's my tracks that I've previously been across. You can see on the right hand side all of this fuzziness. There's the bottom there, and that's where the wreck's coming up. You'll see at times vivid pictures of fish that are sort of balling up above the wreck, and there you can see there, I think, you know, that's little patches of sort of fish and bait fish that sit above the wreck. The drift at the moment is pretty poor, there's hardly any tide, but there you go. The element Raymarine Element 9HV is the model. Platinum Plus Navionics card with relief shading. Find your wreck on the bottom. It literally, you can go around all of your local area and find all of the wrecks drawn out on the bottom, and contours as well, reefs and rocky pit patches and banks, sandbanks. Once you find fish holding areas, mark them up on your plotter as a waypoint, head to it. If you're doing drifting, sit right over the top, let the tide and the conditions drift you off of it, see which way you're going. You'll have a track drawn to find out where you've gone, and then drive straight back up that track, head over the far side and drift right back across the area where you've been. It's foolproof. It's absolutely foolproof. Everybody that uses the Navionics with the relief shading will know this, that if you've used it once, you will never go without it again. I would never come out without relief shading. Right guys, here we go once again. Wreck number 4, spot number 5. There is a hell of a lot of fish showing up on the sounder again, up in the water. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of bait fish here and a lot of pollock again. As I've said, I'm going to try to hit 1 or 2 more wrecks, and then we're going to head off and do some bait fishing. I just want to show you guys, if you put a few miles in and a little bit of effort, what you can find when you're heading out. There we go, we're down. Once again, back down with this little Candy King sort of coloured Joker Mayhem. I don't know what they name it, to be honest. And there's a fish straight away, we're in. That didn't take long, did it? Certainly nothing to the scale of the last one we just had. A lot of fish on these wrecks at the moment, with all the bait fish around. There's a hell of a lot of fish on these wrecks. And if you're somebody who doesn't have loads of time to go out regularly, you've got your own little private boat, or you've got a friend who has a boat, or you take a charter, you know, you can come out here once every now and then whenever you get the chance. And if it's fishing like this, you're gonna fill your freezer, get a nice load of fish for the table, as well as a lot of nice hard fighting action throughout the day. Now I wonder what this fish is. It's probably a small pollock. It hasn't really fought like one, if I'm honest. It wouldn't be... What do we have? It is a small pollock. It's a small pollock, but I hooked it in the back, so, and it's a very small pollock at that. He'll go back okay. Let's pop him back. Where are we now? Are we still in this wreck? I just changed over to the other side of the boat there because I was pulling the lure right through the middle of it. There we go, we're in. As is often the case there on the drop. Drop it down, line goes slack. Looks like we've got another little small something. I think this is a pouting, I would think. Haven't got much of a drift going on at all at the moment. It's a tiny pollock again, so that's two pollock of that sort of size. Very, very small fish. Let's start them back down. Don't let me pick that up. There is 1,000,001 birds working. There are dolphins everywhere. I very much doubt there are any bass or any fish worth catching with all the dolphins around. There's surely been playing with dicing with death, but I've never really seen the dolphins in such a feeding frenzy. Now I'm going hammer and tongs with it. I'm just going to try to slowly pull up. I'm picking up loads of stuff on the sounder now. The dolphins are flying in. See if I can pick this up for you guys. Where the dolphins are swiping their tails over. What an incredible, incredible sight. Amazing. And this is exactly why I love coming out on the boat and being at sea. It doesn't get better than this. And there you go, just whacked a whole load of fish with his towel. Amazing. It's happening everywhere. I think I'm right in the middle of the feeding frenzy here. What a brilliant... It's unbelievable. And the dolphins whack their towel, and then in go the seagulls to pick off the easy dead scraps. Well, I've been completely sidetracked here. Here we go, guys. This is why I like to keep the mackerel rod over. Bloody hell. What the hell? Now, something just pulled the mackerel rod over. No way. That's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Look at that. That just pulled the rod rest over. Nearly lost my rod there. One mackerel. Thank you. Well guys, that'll have to be a wrap. See you again next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.